Welcome to the Miners Podcast, Season 2, Episode 5. So we have a new baby, as you have seen in the social media, in the mining industry, where it was launched, called Valterra Platinum, which is a company that comes from Anglo American. The new baby is already a working baby because, it comes from Anglo American. It was born working. But before we dive into that, on about why is there a new company being introduced and stuff like that, let us firstly start with what was happening last year. As you know that in 2024 we saw bloodbath of platinum prices going down. We're faced with a decline, I think about 13%. Yeah, 13%, somewhere around there, up to 13%, where platinum lost its 13% value. The reason of that was because countries like China and the European continent started to see low demand for electric cars. There was a decline for that. And as you know that platinum and all its byproducts are used in electric cars. So as you know that the higher the demand, the higher the value, and the less the demand, the lower the value. Yeah, I think it's economics 101. So now, as platinum was going down, since Anglo American had platinum also under its umbrella, somehow it affected its value as a company, and then it became in trouble. And then opportunistically, companies like BHP came through, and they tried to do a hostile takeover, whereby they made offers from 31 billion, 34, 38 to 49, finally to 49 billion. So they did series of offers to Anglo American in trying to pressure them into selling to them. And we saw a vibration of politics when it came to that, because there are in Anglo American, there's stakeholders such as your COSATU, the PIC, which is the Public Investment Corporation, and South African ministers, the resources ministers, were like, nope, we don't know what's going to happen. PHP left South Africa, right? So what if they buy all these things, and then this uncertainty whether if they're going to keep on working with us in South Africa or what? And that panic could have caused a lot of job losses. And Anglo-American guys sat down and said, what is the strategy going forward? We have declined these guys. And how do we prevent this thing from happening again? They decided, you know what, let's demerge. I think now they're left with iron and copper and other green metals, And then they said, because Anglo, I think it also is going green. So they said, let us create a new independent company. Our platinum part will fall under that company, which is Valterra. And we've seen its launch in social medias, and we've seen it being listed as on Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and also in London. And so far, it's doing good. And I think also, I'm not sure yet whether if the diamond part is already being taken out of Anglo. So Anglo is trying to demerging the other parts, as I was mentioning. So as we continue, we've also seen that the diamond part, as I mentioned, that it's suffering. yeah, for many reasons. I think there's diamonds that are being produced in labs, like synthetic diamonds. So that is also affecting the BS side of Anglo, which is another part of Anglo. So that part is also being demerged. It's still in the process. We've seen in the reports that about 1,000 people were laid off in Botswana, the BS Botswana, and then also I think those ones were laid off involuntarily, and then others took VSP, which is your voluntary package. I think about 500 people. So yeah, that's what is basically happening, and this demerge is just um it's just a strategy for Anglo to save itself, its identity as a company, but mostly importantly, to ensure that it doesn't become volatile or doesn't become exposed to those hostile takeovers, such as by the company that I mentioned, which is PHP. Yeah, so that's just it. And the side of iron, like your copper and stuff like that, Kumba iron ore is still gonna be part of Anglo, because I feel like that is one part that they will never even think about removing from their portfolio. So far, I don't think there's any plan for them to do that, other than the operational problems that they faced due to Transnet rails and logistics problems. So yeah, that's why we have Valterra, man. It's just the independent company that was created because of this strategy to unbundle everything, and then it trades on its own, so that it doesn't become like Anglo doesn't become exposed to this opportunistic other companies that will try to take it over. Thank you. And mostly, I just hope that Valterra becomes a success, because these mining companies benefit our economy, our GDP. They benefit communities. They benefit a lot of families out there. Like families as we speak, they're surviving because of mining companies. South African families mostly, especially mining towns, because if these companies, anything happens, we might become, yes, where the mine, if a mine operates and then there's a community around it and it becomes a ghost town, and we don't want such things. So we just hope that Valterra does good and it grows and grows and grows, so that it can keep on employing and it keeps on employing people, and it keeps on benefiting communities. This strategy also, as I'm talking now, since you know that I get it, the platinum side was because, for example, as the as the the EVs were in high demand, like your electrical vehicles, as they were in high demand, the platinum price went down, right? So when that was happening, when China was producing a lot of EVs, they didn't need those things again, and then Europe started adopting to electric cars. Same with the coal side. Like Anglo is just trying to go green. I mean, there was Anglo coal long time ago. Yeah, there was Anglo coal long time ago, and it's now part of Tungela. Now Tungela, whatever. So Anglo is trying to go green, as I mentioned. It's trying to go green. Like, they're trying to go for clean metals, clean energy, and stuff like that. But in whatever they do, I hope this strategies keeps on working and working and working so that people keep on working. Thank you.